Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to discuss topic 22. Here we are going to discuss factors of soil formation. So, what are the factors? First of all, we have got active factors. Active factors. Active factors are those that supply energy that acts on the mass or purpose of soil formation. Those supply energy that acts on mass for of soil formation, and this can be directly observed. So the first factor is climate. And in climate we have got two very important factors: rainfall and temperature. What rainfall does? We know that when rainfall falls on a bare area or on rocks, it erodes it. It erodes it, and due to the erosion, the layers, the different deep layers or inside the layers of the rocks come out, and this way through the slow erosion, the soil is formed. What temperature? Temperature is very important because every 10-degree rise in temperature, the reaction rate doubles. The reaction rate doubles, it becomes 2x. So when temperature is high, it enhances the formation of soil. Now moving on to another active factor, that is biota. What is biota? That is vegetations and organisms. Vegetation and organisms. What vegetations do? The roots of plants break the hard layers of rocks or the parent material through which soil is going to form, and that helps to differentiates the soil in small particles, and then at last the soil is formed. Organism also have very much a role, such as microorganism, burrowing animals. Those all have some factors in soil formation. So you can write something as per your own in notes making. I am just giving you a brief concept what these things are. What if basic can ask you, they will never ask you about vegetation or organism. They will always ask you what are the factors of soil formation, active factors or passive factors. They will ask you like that. So you should have it. Now we are going to passive factors. We have got three passive factors, and these are indirect factors. They are not directly observed, but indirectly they can be observed. So first of all is parent material. This is the factor through which soil horizons are formed. They are underlying geological material which forms soil horizon. Different types of materials, parent materials, form different types of horizon, and the characteristics like texture, color, etc. are dependent on parent material. The next factor is relief or topography. Relief or It is the uh, elevation or configuration of land surface. What type of land surface is it? Suppose we have got a plain land surface, so the process of soil formation will be there. If they have got elevated surface like this, the processes will be there. The eroded material will deposit here, and the good soils will accumulate here. So this is how relief or topography affects. And third one is time. Everything takes time. So how much time the soil has taken to form, that also describes its characters, its texture, its shapes, its sizes. Everything is dependent on time. With time, the erosion or the forming activity gets good and good and good and good. So time is very much important factor. So these were some of the factors of soil formation. Active, we have got climate and biota, and in passive we've got parent material, relief or topography, and time. Hope you all understand it. Now one question was asked previously in UPSC. Factors of soil formation has been also asked, so you should know it. One question was asked in previous year, that is difference between mineralization and decomposition. Mineralization and immobilization. First we will say what is mineralization. Mineralization. What is mineralization? It is the decomposition, or you can say that is oxidation of chemical compounds, decomposition, that is oxidation of chemical compounds in organic matter, by which the nutrients in those compounds are released. Nutrients are released and soluble organic released in soluble organic forms, that may be available to plants, So what mineralization do? The nutrients, it makes nutrients in available form so that plants can absorb it. It is just the opposite of immobilization. When I will teach immobilization, just after it you will know why. It increases bioavailability of nutrients, that were decomposing organic compounds. Increases bioavailability of nutrients. Bioavailability of nutrients that were in decomposing organic compounds, most notably because of their quantities. So here we can simply understand that it makes nutrients available for plants. Especially example, you can say nutrients of nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, which are very important for plants, are available to plants because of mineralization. So this was mineralization. Now moving on to immobilization. What is immobilization? Immobilization. Here is that there is conversion of inorganic compounds to organic compounds. Conversion of inorganic to organic compounds. This is organic compounds by microorganism or plants by which it is prevented from being accessible to plant. So it converts inorganic compounds to organic compounds by microorganism and plants, so that the nutrients become prevented from being accessible to plants. They're prevented from being accessible to plants. So we saw in mineralization what happens. The nutrients which were in unavailable forms were converted to available forms. But in immobilization, the nutrients which are in available forms are converted into unavailable forms. So after immobilization, the plants are not able to absorb those nutrients. So here you can see it is just opposite of mineralization. Here, biological process controlled by bacteria that consumes an inorganic nitrogen and form amino acids and biological macromolecules. So here, biological process controlled by bacteria that consumes inorganic nitrogen and form amino acid and form and biological macromolecules. So what you see, what happens in nitrogen, inorganic nitrogen, which was available to plant, what bacteria does, it converts into amino acids and other biological macromolecules which are not accessible or not taken up by plants anymore. So one thing you saw, I hope you understand immobilization here. I have also given the example of nitrogen. Suppose here we have got inorganic and we have got organic and NH, nitrogen. So when we convert inorganic into organic and that is immobilization. But when we convert organic and to inorganic and to inorganic and which is accessible to plants, it is called mineralization. When these types of questions are asked, when you describe in your answers like this, that will enhance your marks to a higher limits. You will get good marks. So this is how you can show examiner that I am understanding the topic very well. So here the carbon nitrogen ratio is less than 25:1, and in immobilization the carbon nitrogen ratio is more than 25:1. So I hope you all understand it. So remember the carbon nitrogen ratio in both immobilization and mineralization. So I hope you understand it. So this was all for today's topic. In the next topic we will discuss soils of India. For any queries, do comment. If you like it, please press the like button. Do share and subscribe. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.